Just waiting on you guys. Get some people in here. Let's get this show on the road. We'll get the shoe and the view. Do. There's Luckside. Hey, there's Luckside. Holders hit new time high. Breakout 24 to 48 hours. Oscar. Did you see before? Yeah. Clay Bro. Updated SHIB Inu coin analyst. Price predictions. Yeah, they predicted SHIB to go to $1. At the current state, that would be very difficult to do. At the current state. But we want to change all that. We don't want the current state. We want to change the current state. There's a couple ways to change the current state. We'll get into that in just a few minutes. I'll go back to bow. And we'll cut the music because I have to get on with today's show. Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50-50 Raffle. Woo-hoo! Another big kickoff. And I'm still not feeling well, so please bear with me. Give me a little bit of leniency when it comes to broadcasting and being the best I can be for you and give you all the insight information that you solely deserve to know. So we'll get right into it. Our burn rate is horrible. We're not selling any tickets, so that's not helping either. So we didn't sell any tickets in the last 24 hours, so we can't host a raffle unless we sell 21,000. So far, we're not doing so good. We've done this for a month now, and I don't believe that it's caught on yet. But I think people are on the fence about it because they don't think it's legal. The truth is, it is legal. We can host it as long as everything is in SHIB. Because we don't have to deal with foreign currencies or your personal fiat currency. Let's put it that way. But for transferring the currency in and transferring it out, it doesn't cost anybody anything. It's only in SHIB. So as long as it remains in SHIB, we're fine. There's no one can say anything up or down. SHIB cannot be regulated. It doesn't have a CEO, a CFO, a board of directors. It does not have that. Now, the ecosystem development team, they're not even part of SHIB. They just stole the name, or hijacked it. Don't want to say stole, right? Because they did build an ecosystem development around it. They just basically hijacked it. They hijacked SHIB because SHIB had no governance whatsoever. So Anybody can build a website that says shibs.io or shib.com for that matter. Anybody can do it. The problem is that people eventually catch on to it, that it doesn't work because you're not in it for them. And I'm in it for SHIB. I'm only in it for SHIB, guys. I only care about SHIB. The wife wants me to look at different aspects of opening up, maybe getting into more coins or more research in other coins. Truth of the matter is every time I do research on a coin, it could be a rug pull tomorrow. And I just don't want to be affiliated with it at all. None of it. So I'd rather have my integrity, keep my integrity, know that SHIB and Bitcoin are the only true decentralized currencies, digital currencies that are out there that benefit you. So how is this important? How is this everybody is going to benefit from this? How is everybody going to make money in SHIB? Well, it's a simple reaction. Okay. The burns did happen. We did have 76. Is it 76,000? 76,315 burns in the last 19 hours. Yesterday, we did 4,591 burns, which I don't understand how they can get away from the fees, because the fees are a lot more than what they're dumping on the in the block into the dead end wallets or SHIB reduction. So how important is this for everybody? And we'll get into I don't know if I have time to get into it today, but we'll focus on what's going on with analysts. I mean, there's so many analysts that come on every single. I don't think they're analysts at all. I think it's just people straight off the cuff that come in and make speculations, because nobody in their right mind is going to cover SHIB because SHIB is so small in value, not market cap, in value. People only look at market capitalization when they're looking at value to value ratios. Unfortunately, there's nobody to cover SHIB because it's too small. It's less than a cent. Usually anything less than a cent. Everybody will tell you if you're in the stock market, it's pink sheets. Okay, if it's less than a cent, it's usually in the pink sheets. And they may not even exist at all. That's the thing. Those companies may not have gone out of business and they're still on the pink sheets because people still think that they can possibly help them out, or vice versa. For me personally, I don't understand whole concept of pink sheets, except that they're very affordable. But you have to do a lot of research because it's not on the public network to find out about those companies. You go to the Lion, they'll have a guru. They might cover it, they may not. But they still don't know. You'd have to do your own research into those companies. With SHIB, it's different, because the reason why it's so cheap is because the supply is so high. Sorry, coughing. Still not well, you can tell. So, what I wanted to go over today is, what was it? The comedy end of this is the fact that, okay, let's look at the comedy. Somebody said, an analyst said, SHIB was going to go to $1. Yay! Hold it. In order for SHIB to go to $1, we got to have a lot more holders. 100, maybe 50 million holders, and it could get there. Maybe, if they buy enough SHIB. So if each of them spend about $300 to $400, okay, we'll go on a limb and say 500, minimum $500, majority of them, where the average is between 350 and 500. Let's do it that way. But the average is around 450, 400. So someone wants to invest $400 in SHIB, and the average is $400 out of 50 million people. Absolutely, SHIB will go to $1. Hands down. There isn't enough supply that would push up supply. You understand what I'm saying? And what no one talks about is how come SHIB does more burns when it goes up than when it went down. You notice that? Anybody notice that? So your $1 dream or the 1 cent dream, 99.9% of people are going to sell it at 1 cent, or not even at 1 cent. When it gets close, they're going to be starting to dump it. And they have trillions of it. So guess what? You need people to buy it at that price. If everybody's jumping out the same time frame, it's going straight down where it was, even probably beyond, because everybody wants to bail. And that's a good time to short it, right? That would be a damn good time to short it because it hit its mark. Unless there's no supply. So if there's no supply for them to buy, or there's no supply, everybody has to pile in and buy theirs. That's where it's going to drive up the demand. And then all those people who sold it are going, damn, what the frick was I thinking? How come I sold it to a madhouse that wanted to buy it? Well, that's the problem that no one understands. No one's buying it right now. No one's buying it at that level. No one's coming in and buying it at that level, because if you look at the price, okay, we go not look at the price, look at the wallet holders. Hold on to your bobby socks. This would have to jump. This price, this right down here. I don't know if you can see it, guys. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. Don't know if you can see it just yet. Just give it a couple seconds for it to load. We'll load, let it load, let it load, let it load. Okay, so we're into the Ethereum, what do they call it? Tracker, Etherscan tracker. Okay, anyone can look this up. It's free of charge. We hide nothing here. In this, we hide absolutely nothing from you. The only thing that we would hold back from you is the initial raffle contest, where we would count down the seconds for each raffle so that no one could predict when or what number was going to get drawn on. Does that make sense? Then we're going to do an account of the draw so that everybody can take part in it. So we'll go and say one number from 1 to 500, and then the closest numbers together. Those are the numbers we pick. Make sense? So if everybody picked, I don't know, 28, we do 28 seconds. If you pick 500, or majority of you pick 450, we do 450 seconds. Right? Whatever the mean is between the most amount of people picking numbers in between, whatever those numbers are, that's what we would pick between. And that's where that's where I like to get everybody in their intention, right? How come this is not going through? This should be going through on the raffle. That here. Okay. Yeah, so there's a bit of a delay there. Okay. Without further ado, in the comments, see who's going to come on board. Let's go to the band. We're going to play some rock and roll for you. Okay, well, we wait for that. The Etherscan, 1,427,719 wallet holders. Now, if you guys remember when I told you This is going up by about 1,000 a day. New wall holders about 1,000 a day. In order to see real change in SHIB price, this needs to drastically change to 10,000 a second. Okay, so when you get 1,000 a second, then you'll see some changes. When you see 10,000 a second, that's when you'll see massive changes. That's how many wall holders are coming in and buying up some SHIB. Now, they might not be buying up a lot of SHIB. It doesn't matter. What you want to see is a repeat. As it builds, more and more value comes back to SHIB community. And it strengthens the SHIB digital currency because it adds more value to it because we have more people owning it. Make sense? So the more we have owning it, the better. So it takes away from the traders because the traders are the ones that are daily trading it. So if we get into daily trading, where are we? Okay, let's get into here. Okay, so Bitcoin 90,06615. XRP 107, up 1%. SHIB 2467. We'll just do a refresh. 2467. It was just at 2504. When you see it fluctuate that much, that fast, okay, that means there's less and less supply being attributed to it. I'm going to say that to you. So the more swinging that you see, that means that traders are being squeezed out because there's less supply. So you're seeing massive moves up and massive moves down. That's a good sign because that's saying that there's almost no supply left. So as more and more people pile in, they're taken away from the traders. Makes sense? So the more traders get taken away, the faster we grow exponentially in price. Because all of a sudden now, everybody's got to be looking at that next level push. And then all the traders are going, hey, wait a second. I thought that I was in control of this thing because I'm watching the ROIs and I'm watching the bands on this. Well, the truth of the matter is that the supply is being deteriorated, guys. And where we're going here, we're going with this. So somebody can have a good laugh over the $1 SHIB target price. Hey, why don't we just say SHIB's going to hit $50 by the end of the year? Why don't we make that statement? How come no one makes that statement? Well, it's not any more outrageous than $1. Really? Okay. Here is your top 100 wallet holders. Okay, we want to get into math about this. Okay. Oh, by the way, we want to do a massive shout out to Mike Tyson. Woo! In the house, Mike. In the house. Represent Mike Tyson. My Iron Mike Tyson. 58 years old, comes back into the ring. Way to go, man. That's a huge feat itself. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. Iron Mike came back with a vengeance. He made a statement, and he makes a little bit of money on the deal. But, I mean, for someone to come back into the ring, after being out of the ring for so many years, your hat's got to go off to him. George Foreman did it before too, so it's great. I don't know what he's going to do after this, but he'd have to do some strengthening, and what kind of, it depends on what kind of shape he feels in. Like he feels like he can get himself into again. But it was awesome to see. It was awesome to watch. I recommend watching it for anybody. We're going to get into the top 40 wall holders of SHIB. So right now, SHIB is currently sitting at 2465, 40265, 2465, which is extremely low. SHIB should be, and it isn't, but it should be, and that's, people think that that's being outrageous in itself, but because the price is what it is, but it doesn't balance out. Does it make sense? It doesn't balance out at these prices, which is ridiculous, in my opinion. SHIB is reducing its circulating supply every single day. So for a currency that's reducing its circulating supply every single day, there should be a draw line where people draw their name in the sand and it doesn't go below that. SHIB doesn't have that. SHIB is on the board of traders. So 2462 is exactly where it's supposed to be at the time it's supposed to be at. Absolutely. But the problem is that no one is holding it to its value. So its value should be around 4,000, right? 4 zeros, 4 to 5.9, 5.6. Every time we do a massive reduction, it should increase the price of SHIB. Just saying. Anything that's adding value, why would you be trying to get rid of something that has value? It makes zero sense to me. And people should be aware of that, but they're not. Even people who are on YouTube that you watch religiously, like sometimes I do, they're not held in account for what's going on. So yeah. So the 40 wall, was it the 100 wall holders? The top 40 are holding 55, roughly around 55%. So you have Binance is number 1. Robinhood's number 2. And this is Robinhood. And here's crypto.com. And there's Binance again, 13. So 40 and 13 is how much? And 3.5 trillion. 3.5 trillion bought today. So if you believe that, my hat goes off to you. Okay? 2.5 trillion bought today. You believe that? My hat goes off to you. Because I believe the exchanges are buying it like that. Because you're seeing Binance, this is 5 trillion being sold off. Well, that's not kind of funny, right? When you look at that compared to this. All it is moving funds, isn't it? Similar to moving funds. There's another Binance there. And that's just stagnant. Wow, that's very interesting. How come they're stagnant? And it doesn't look like they're buying or selling anything. For the last year, 2 years, it hasn't moved from the 8.5 trillion. So that's interesting. So I'm thinking what everybody else is thinking, they're going to start selling it when the price gets higher. That's exactly what they're going to do. And that it's not going to move from there because they're going to buy it, they're going to sell it, they're going to buy it back when it goes lower. So the person that's selling it on their exchange, not on anyone else's exchange, on their exchange, anyone moving money back and forth is only going to be on their exchange. So they're the ones going to be buying it back from them at lower prices. So all it's going to do is increase the amount of value they're going to add to SHIB by doing that. But the number one thing that they can do that no one else is talking about is reducing SHIB circulating supply. Because they hold so much SHIB, it's in their best interest to reduce the circulating supply with your money. Not their money, your money. So every time you do a trade, there's a fee. That fee will go straight to the burn of SHIB circulating supply. And they still owe 4.5 trillion SHIB. So if the price goes up, it increases their value. Now, do you think it's going to get to 1 cent before they start dumping it on the market? No chance. As soon as it gets to 3 zeros, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 2 zeros. As soon as it gets to those zeros, it's going to start chewing into these numbers. But it's going to be on their exchanges because they don't want to lose that currency. They don't want to lose that digital currency to some other organization like OKX, like Gate.io, Bitflyer. Because Bitflyer, they're going to all of them, if they're smart, are going to start acquiring SHIB in massive numbers because we're in a bull market. Perfect timing. Qcoin, Gate.io, Bybit, if they're smart, they're going to start acquiring more SHIB. HTX, by the way, was up here at one time. Now it's down there. So they're not buying it, obviously. If they were buying it, they would be moving up. And they should have around 10 to 20 trillion SHIB. Now, each of them, if you look at the 40, 41 right there, 1.3, and you started doing some math on it, there's a lot in here that would roughly be, if you go 40, 41, 42, 38. So you have 80, 82, and 38. Like you just do the first 20. Like there's 30 trillion right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 35 trillion right there. 35, 5, 12, 19, 20, 19, 26, 27, you mean? 19 and 5. Yeah, 27, 37, 50, 51, 51. There's 200, over 200 right there, just in the top 12. 12. Yeah. Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah. So you're now looking at 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them at roughly around 100 and 1.7 trillion each. So that's 17 times, what was it? Hold on a second here, see who's on here. Hey, when big shout out. When Paris. Woo! When can we see SHIB go? SHIB can fly at any time. And that's no word of a lie. Okay, so we don't have very many burns in the last 24 hours. And where else can we go here? Every time it changes, I gotta change the ticket amount. And I haven't done that in a while. There you go. There's a live count. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. See these numbers here? It doesn't hold these numbers very well. It doesn't want to hold on to it. And when it does hold it, it either goes one way or the other way. That's just the way SHIB is. And SHIB would rather go down than up. I found that out the hard way. But when it's on a run, there's no stopping it. It just flies. And then everybody gets out early. That's the problem with SHIB. Everybody gets out early. You get out too early. So, and then they get out too late when it goes parabolic, right? They wait too long, wait for a 5% pull down. Well, yeah, it'll go. Sometimes it goes down 30% just like that, and that's usually too late when it drops that much. You want to be out after 5, right? When it pulls back 5%, when it reaches like massive highs, because then you can buy back in at a lower price. But you got to be careful that you didn't sell everything, because it could rebounce and shoot right up. Again, what you want to watch for is this. You want to watch for the amount of holders that SHIB has. Okay, so we have Fritz the Hippo. Big shout out. Apparently he's getting a lot of press. So we're going to give a big shout to him, and want to find out why SHIB is making some noise. XRP went up. Bonk has gone crazy. Pepe's gone crazy. The only one that hasn't really moved is SHIB, so it's the last of the memes. I think that's why it's getting a hard rap. So unfortunately, we didn't sell any raffle tickets, and the raffle tickets are to generate people into SHIB. Okay, that the tickets are to represent everybody getting into SHIB. So if everybody's getting in and we're doing massive reduction in SHIB circulating supply, and we're paying people in SHIB, SHIB has got nowhere to go but straight up, guys. Straight up. We could be talking about massive reduction in SHIB circulating supply in 2 years. Just from doing the raffle. Just from doing this raffle. Do you know how much money we could reduce SHIB to? In market capitalization? Have any idea? It would be massive. And we would hold everybody to account for everything that's happening. Because there's no sense in taking ownership of it. Everybody owns a piece of it. Because everybody benefits from it. There's not a single person on the planet that wouldn't benefit from everybody coming in, taking part in the raffle, then watching the reduction. Now, the people sitting on the sidelines that are in SHIB are going to love us, right? Every day we're buying and selling tickets. We're buying tickets, hosting the raffle, doing the burn right after we announce the winner. And after we announce the winner, give him his money right away within minutes, and then get back on track and burn enormous amounts of SHIB. And how would you know that? Well, everybody, there's always a paper trail. There's not a single thing that's not kept from you at all. Here's the wallet addresses that reduce SHIB circulating supply on a daily basis. These numbers come up. These numbers would be ours, right? You would see our number. We're going to share that with you live. No, all transparent. Every single thing we do is going to be very transparent. There's not going to be a single thing that we don't do that's not going to be transparent. And that's my guarantee to you. That's how come I know for a fact we would reduce the circulating supply on a massive scale, because everybody's going to be paying attention to it. There's not going to be a single person left out of it. No, I can't find my website. I don't know why that is. Now I got to go and look it up. Okay, there's our SHIB 50/50 raffle. Home, accumulation, services, contacts, rules and conditions, pricings, informative education, adoption. For everyone who doesn't know, you can still buy Taylor Swift tickets with SHIB. Not that I'm saying you should. That would be a big mistake. But yeah. SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. I don't know what that page is. Probably have to delete it. to SHIB adoption. So it just takes you to SHIB adoption anyway. Okay. There's the tickets. There's our tickets. We have the five tickets, £2.50. 20 tickets, £10. 100 tickets, £50. 50 raffle ticket, 500 raffle, SHIB raffle, 500 tickets, £250. Seems like a lot of money, right, guys? 1,000 tickets, £500. 5,000 tickets, £250. 10,000 tickets, £5,000. 100,000 tickets, £50,000. One ticket, 27,000 SHIB, or 50 point half a pound per ticket. So no matter what ticket, you're not getting a deal on it, right, guys? Or, if I buy more, I get a better deal. The only deal you're getting, because we are reducing the circulating supply, it's paying you to play. I'm going to say it again. Because all the money that we contribute to this is going into the reduction of SHIB, we're paying you to play this so that you benefit from it. Every single person that takes part in the SHIB 50-50 raffle, everybody wins. There's not a single person that's left out. Now, you don't see the benefits if you lost the draw. I grant it. But you get to take part in the reduction of the circulating supply, which is massive. Everybody should be taking part in the raffle. There shouldn't be anybody in the world not taking part in this raffle, because you're guaranteed to make money. Every time we burn SHIB, it's going to drive up the value that much more. Will it drive up the price? Probably not right away. Psychology tells us from the previous cycles that we've done with the reduction in SHIB, it takes 2 to 3 months to affect people's psychic and understand what that burn meant. And then what happens is, those burns didn't continue. Guess what happens with the price? It starts to deteriorate. Well, we're not giving up. We're going to be selling tickets every single day until we get that supply at under 2 billion SHIB left. Or we hit 35 pounds per SHIB. If we hit 35 pounds per SHIB, no matter what the supply is, we should be done, right? Unless it's 1 trillion. And then I'll sit there and say, I'll make a statement saying, we'll change the rules, but I'll look at it very closely, but we won't stop the raffle. What we'll do is probably slow the raffle down to once a week or once a month, probably once a week. And then people get pissed off because, I thought this was going to be every day. Well, you got to understand that the psychology behind it is going to take 4 months for that to roll out. And by that time, every single exchange, every single bank, every single hedge fund manager will be reducing the circulating supply of SHIB on every single transaction that they do. And their reason for that is, and that keeps up with what I love. It keeps up with Amazon. Using the links from the website reduces the circulating supply of SHIB. If everybody found out about it, that means every single person that claims that they love SHIB and they want to see the reduction in SHIB, if they say what is true, they will share these links with every single person they know. Every single person on the planet should have these links. There shouldn't be a single soul who doesn't have this link to Amazon. Because half the supply would be gone right now. If this existed 12 months ago, and everybody in the world started catching on to it, and they look at it and say, hey, wait a second, wouldn't this benefit SHIB's community? And I'm part of that SHIB community now, because I want to get in, because I don't want to get left out. And I only have to buy 1 million, 2 million SHIB. If the supply goes down that much, it's going to drive my value up 10 to 15 times where I'm at right now. Actually, 40 times. But who's counting straws, right? Depending on when you got in before the burns accumulated. So once this happens, every single person on the planet benefits from it. If you're in SHIB. If you're not in SHIB, well, you should have been in it before when it was worthless. Same thing happened to Bitcoin when it was worthless. You remember those days? Same bloody thing happened, except now Bitcoin's on fire. 90, 91,000, 93,000, 94,000 soon. All the way to 140. 140,000. I'm thinking about 124, and it'll start slowing down. That's just me. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's just me. SHIB should be flying through the roof right now because of the bull cycle coming, but it's not. And I don't know why. It's just not. But I think it's because there's the people out there that influencers don't back SHIB up. They're backing their crow. They're backing other coins. XRP. XRP is going to be the new currency. SHIB is the only real currency that's left in the world that's affordable to every single person on the planet. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that alone drives more people to it. Anyway, guys, I got to call it a night. Sorry I can't take part. Thanks, Babes channel, for coming. Thanks, Wena, for your support. I'm sorry, but I have to call it a night. I'm not well enough to continue. Gotta play some rock rolling. Closing off. Thanks.